Throughout your project, you will ask your clients lots of questions. Make sure you're getting the most out of each question by using vocabulary which will encourage an in-depth answer. First, think about what you want to know and plan out essential questions in a way that you aren't circling around and asking the same question multiple times. Keep questions open, using what, when, how, why at the beginning of your questions to ensure that the answer required is not a simple yes or no answer from your client. Start your client meetings with lots of open questions so that you can gather as much information about the organisation and the problem that they're facing as possible. Closed questions are also useful and a great way of displaying your understanding of what's been discussed, and really useful when you're concluding a topic. You can establish a conclusion in this polite way by repeating the information in the form of a closed question. For example, so the main priority that you want to look at is marketing. The client will then answer simply yes or no. This can ensure clarity for all involved and rounds up any loose ends on a topic. Actively listening is really important when you're looking at communication as a two-way street. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that just because the message being clear to the receiver is important, you have much of the responsibility as them to ensure that you have understood what the client has said to you. Let's circle back to the meaning of rapport here. The people or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well. It's very important that you understand your client throughout, so make sure that you're really actively listening to your client in order to gain an understanding, and show active listening by asking more questions and showing your clarity of thought. Remember to consider your body language and your client's body language when you're listening, especially on a video call. Keep any questions you have relevant to the topic when listening to your client. They will show understanding and ensure you are both clear about what is being discussed. Make sure you only ask questions which serve a purpose in this context. If you're asking something totally irrelevant to what your client is saying, they may feel that you're disinterested in what they are saying. Also, don't be too quick to jump in and interrupt your client with a question. They may well cover the answer in their explanation. Instead, try to make a quick note of your question and ask it once they have finished speaking. Finally, use repetition to show your understanding of what's been discussed. You don't need to run through every tiny detail you've been through, but highlight key points to summarise and show that you're on the same page as your client. Remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That means we need to listen twice as much as we speak.